Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Mad Captain. This is another video on Raid Shadow Legends. This was a video that was going to come out Monday or Tuesday, and it didn't. I was a little bit too harsh in my world, I think. Oh, this music is... It said recommended music, by the way. This was recommended for me. It's too much. It's too much. We need mysterious. That's what we want. We're going to go to mysterious because this is way too much. Okay. We are here to discover the unknown. Reach into the mind of Plarium and see if we can... Anyway. Okay. So before we get into the free-to-play update, I just want to discuss the event that has gotten the latest uproar. So, and here's, okay, from a personal perspective, I think this is trash. I think it's garbage. I think it's very poor. That was my initial reaction. I took a step back and I thought, okay, what does it cost to get a legendary champion in this game? When they're giving one away in an event like this, a very good champion, very usable, great utility, just a solid champion. By the way, good morning. So what do they normally do? You think Mishinaki? Think Krisk? What was the other one? Was it Dutch? I can't remember who the other one was. The giveaway if you end up first in your group. I know it was Ragesh for level 80 because the girlfriend was the fiance was girlfriend at the time. Fiance got it. We were very happy with that. But what this isn't significantly different, and depending on how you look at it, it's probably cheaper in resources than the Krisk was for most people. Maybe not all, but for most. And it's probably on par for the Mishinaki as far as total cost, not including the fact that you can get this. But honestly, the 5-star, that's the whale. You know that's their moneymaker tree. It's still very expensive if you just bought soulstones to get here. And the idea of it is, hey, look, you can upgrade your champions, you can push hard for the next 3 days, then you can, you know, if you don't make it, you can summon some soulstones, or you can purchase some if you just really want this champion. And that's the mindset. And so here's why this pisses me off so much. Number one, Plarium had been on a recent good track record with me. The collab itself is amazing. They give you a free login champion, a relatively easy fusion, of which you didn't even have to summon both summon events. You could have found a way out of only one summon event. Or if you didn't want to do other things, like me, because it's on my main account, you could summon both events. And everyone knows that I actually went full free spend. Basically quit my main account. My main account's on maintenance mode. But I actually spent money in January. I bought the 14-day pack, whatever that one was, to be able to finish this event. To ensure that I could finish this event. To ensure that I could have enough summons and energy. And it's my first purchase since the quit spending. And I did so because I felt like I was in an okay place to put a little bit of money into this game. It wasn't a big pack. It wasn't expensive. It's the only pack I did. We didn't spend any other money. And now I feel like almost regret. Now I still get that champion. I still get the login champion. So I still have 2 of the Monster Hunter champions. So I guess from that perspective, no regrets. But we're back to no spend again, because I should have known better. I should have known better than to go back to the abusive relationship that is Raid Shadow Legends. And getting into this monster path and what my problem is with this isn't the cost. It isn't the cost, believe it or not. It isn't the pure energy and the pure pay to win sidebar and just how, because that's Plarium. My problem is What's the point of doing a crossover event with an IP, in this case Monster Hunter, if you're going to paywall it this severely? And this is the second time you paywalled you paywalled Xena. You didn't paywall any of the others, like Ninja, Simple, Rhonda. They were all about generating hype for the game. That's the purpose of IPs coming into crossover IPs. It's to generate hype for the game, to generate hype for people playing the game, to generate hype for people who may have left the game, to bring them back, and to get new players into the game. And can you imagine if you're a new player coming into the game because of Monster Hunter, and you got the free login, and you're like, "Oh, this is awesome! I got the free login." And then, right now, Hell Hades is updating right in the middle of my Hell Hades. Well, I guess that's probably SAS fault or Fixions, but still, I'm just. So you create this hype. You get someone who's a Monster Hunter fan. They get the login champion. Maybe they're like, oh, this fusion thing, how much is it going to cost me? I'm new. I don't have all these resources. Okay, I'll buy that 14-day pack, and okay, I'll see what I can do. And they get that. Maybe they get that one, even though they're a new player, because they love Monster Hunter so much they spent out of the gate. Best case scenario for Plarium, right? And then you do this, and then you do this. What signal does this have for a person who's a Monster Hunter fan who wants the opportunity to collect all 5? To say, hey, by the way, you gotta drop a cool $500-600 if you want. I think it was $400 and $700 to get both, or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Someone down there has the math. It's on Reddit. If you're to buy Soul Stones at their deal price. And that's what pisses me off about this. It's not the cost of it, because the cost is the same as that Krisk thing probably cost. Like, think of Hell Hades going for that Krisk on that big championship. How much money? People were putting thousands of dollars into it. This is not thousands of dollars. But this is an IP. The purpose of an IP is to generate interest. And the interest generated brings people into the game. This won't bring... If I was a brand new player, this is my first taste of Raid. I got the free login champion, cool. This fragment event, I figured it out, spent some money, and then this comes along, I would quit. I would be pissed. If I came back to the game, I mean, the only reason it's like whatever for us is because we're used to it by now. Good coffee. And when you're used to it, when you're used to this abuse, this seems like whatever. I mean, I'm not going to quit over it because it doesn't faze me anymore. But it's just so disappointing. Hey, my free-to-play was never going to get it. Never expected to get it. But my main, I'm not going to go for it. Are you kidding me? First off, I'm an endgame. I have no one left to level on my main. I've hit that whale wall where you start leveling up to 60 champions that are in your vault and in your Guardian Ring that you'll never use. I don't use the first copy of Shamrock. I got the second copy to Shamrock. I got the third copy of Shamrock to 60 because I needed the points. And to do that again for this, or just to spend $490 or whatever the number is, it's just so disappointing because they were on the right path. And I was never going to go back to where I was, but if I did one purchase a month to help with something that I wanted to do, I could have been okay with that, but now I'm not okay with that. And that's fine. I mean, it's fine. It doesn't hurt my feelings. But from an optics, I just think it looks really poor. That's my thought, right? Anyway, so we have done a little bit of progress here. Well, we'll keep those just in case. We kind of took a real back seat in what is this music? I don't care. You guys are keeping the music. I don't know how much you can hear of it, but it's absolutely absurd. We kind of took a back seat to some areas of progress for others. So our clan boss has been suffering. Though I do think I have the good core to be able to do it. So missions, we got to get 5 magic potions. That's open right now. I just needed the energy, so we'll do that probably today after I wrap this video up. I'm not going to make you watch that. I don't think we got anywhere specific. We're 15 here. We're 12 here. I was able to finish the steel one. I actually made a metal shaper and just kept running it until I got it. So we got past that. We got past the dragon event. We're sitting at stage 12 comfortably. Really, when you look at this, it's probably better to do 11, but the problem is 11 I can loop out because I'm using a lure. And the stupid, is it Captain Tamel or Crimson Guard? I can't remember which one. The one that puts up the block damage for a turn. And then I can just sit there and I can loop out. So that's why 12 is actually better for me, even though it costs 2 more energy. Reasonably, you're getting a better chance at artifacts. I'm trying, so this is my thing now. I can pass 8, but really I can farm 7, which isn't really good because I need to at least get some banners. I haven't really done much farming of this. And Dragon's Lair, we haven't pushed any further than 12, though I suspect if I suspect I sort of can. So that's where we are. So not much in the form of progress from that perspective. We did get some champions and push them a little further. You can see I have a couple more 5 stars. I did take Metal Shaper up to 5 stars, and he did get some. I went a little too far on him, but that was just to get. I don't think I'm going to keep him. I know he's got a use, but I'm not really worried about it. So we're probably not going to keep him on the account. He's probably just going to be chicken, which is why I made the decision to make him 5 stars so they could survive the magic keep. And he's weak affinity, but eventually his A1 did get me a random buff. That random buff eventually became the shield, and I passed that event, so that's good. That challenge. So that's as far as we'll go with him. I think now that I have the 5 stars, I think I can start looking at my next 6 star, which I think is going to be Shield Guard. And I want to try to get Shield Guard to where he can crush Spider. And so the theory is when he's 6 star and you put him in the Masteries and you give him Lifesteal, and I can just swap there. I no problem giving him Lifesteal gear for a while, spend a couple 100,000 because it's, of course, to swap gear, to give it to him to farm Spider 10. And I think I can get to 10 when he's 6 star if I have enough speed and if I have his full Masteries, because he'll heal himself up. So he'll hit this, right? And it fills his turn meter with each critical hit. And so you're hitting every Spider. So he gets 2 turns every time. So he uses this, and he has a good 40-50% chance to put a decreased speed. Then he puts this, and he kills all the spiderlings if I have enough damage on him, and heals himself right back up. And then he uses that, so it's back and forth. So I think I can. I think Shield Guard can actually solo 10 if you have enough gear, good enough gear. I don't know if I'll have good enough gear, but I think I can use that same strategy with Allure and some of the usual suspects, and I think I can do that to get. All I want is 10. All I want is Spider 10, so I can farm some accessories and put a ton of energy into that. So my goal for that, if I don't know if it's a little bit unreasonable, because I only have 1 5 star, so I gotta get 4 more to go. But my goal for that is to get that by day 19, so that I can use all that energy in the Spider, and that'll severely power up this account. So that's our goal. So right now our goal is to make food and level up people, and you can see I've been going through this. I've been getting some lunar stuff, right? We've been getting some points here. These were overly priced, but that's what we want. We just want that epic book. And yeah, that's kind of our goal. Our Great Hall, we did go to where we're actually just we're just taking the points. We're just giving ourselves the opportunity. This is easy wins for the account. It's not the most efficient way to do Arbiter, but I'm not looking to do Arbiter. If I get Arbiter, great. I don't think I'm gonna in 3 months. Maybe I will. But right now, it's such a value proposition to just fill these out. I'm just gonna do the bronze levels. So when it has to go to the here, so I'm gonna get them all to level 3, and then we're gonna go back to accuracy. Again, not the most efficient. I know a lot of people do it the other way, but I feel like this is just better for the account. It's more helpful for the account. So that's what we're doing there. And yeah. So there's my thoughts on the monster path. I just don't care enough anymore. You know, it's a good reminder that I should have stayed free to play, and they got, what was it, $79 or whatever it was out of me. Good job. Yeah, you know, not happening again. So, and I got what I want out of it. I had enough resources. I got a Krisk. I got another Krisk, so I +1 my Krisk on my main. I got the fusion champ, the fragment fusion champ. Right? So we kind of got what we wanted and more, if you consider getting a Krisk. I already have 2 Krisk. That's why the third one, I didn't need a third Krisk. I couldn't really justify building it. So yeah. So that's where we are. The free-to-play account, the main free-to-play account, which sounds really weird. I don't know how we're going to do this because this kind of interrupted that. I don't know if we're going to start a new account afterwards. We're going to progress this account, or we're going to go back to that account. I'm kind of logging in and just maintaining that account. It's a lot to maintain a lot of accounts plus Watcher. But maybe at some point we just drop that account. I feel like the momentum on that account has been lost. But at the same time, I feel like I can pick up it again. It doesn't really, because I wanted a timeline to see how long it took me to do stuff. So we lose that. But so what? It's just daily you and us hanging around, right? So I think we're okay there. I really wish I was doing better, but we're doing okay. We're in second in our team, and we'll see where the next big jump is. I think it's going to be soon. Let me know in the comments down below. So here's where we have right now. Where would your next 6-star be? What if you had to pick? What 6-star would you be looking at next? I'm going to do Shield Guard because I think it's going to help me progress in Spider, and as it stands right now. And I know some of you are maybe looking at Ultimate Gallic, and I can do the Ironclad Gallic duo, and I can probably do Ironclad at 5-star to help with that. But the problem is HP burns are not that impactful at 7, 8, or 8, 9, 10. The Spiderlings die too quickly, so it really doesn't do me any favors. That'll be after 10, 12, 13, 15, 16. Then we'll probably use that duo if we don't get something better. I also have Trombor, which I'm definitely going to level. He's definitely high on the list. So we're already putting books. Thanks that all the books are going into his A1, but we're booking him next. So I think after we get Shield Guard, we're probably going to level him at least to 50, and then we have to make a choice. Frozen Banshee would be an immediate impact to my clan boss team and probably my dragon team if we 6-starred her. So that might be pretty good as well. So my thought is Shield Guard into Frozen Banshee into Trumbor, and then see where we are. Maybe at that point Rathalos, maybe War Maiden. We'll see what's going. Maybe Ultimate Gallic. Maybe a champion that we don't see. We've been very uneventful. We also, by the way, have a Kalia, and the rest of them are just for different fusion stuff. But I think I have not been that lucky. I mean, this is huge, right? I get that. Gallic's usable, and even Frenzy's going to be neat. But really, I'm missing that S tier epic outside of the one I picked, which I believe Allure is. So we'll see. Maybe there'll be something new to build by then. But as it stands right now, that's where we're going. So let me know in the comments down below What path would you take? Curious, love to know. What do you think of the monster path and the fact that it costs a lot of money to be able to complete? And yeah, what are you thinking about the free to play now that we've kind of settled into this groove? Most of the creators where we're beholden to our energy. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. But as always, I want to thank you for watching. I want you to please be kind, be safe. We'll see you in the next video.